Hey everybody, Captain Dave Schneider, It's a Guide's Life. Just sitting here in front of the PlayStation, doing a little bit of gaming. It's fairly late in the evening here. Actually, I'm gonna get this up to you right now. Um, Channel's going good, man. Video's looking good. Lots of good content. I've got a really great video coming out that I just shot with you guys. I was telling you about doing the mapping uploads, and so I've got a lot of information on that. I'm going to do another follow-up how-to on that thing because I think it's a part of our fishing that we haven't talked much about. Well, I haven't talked about it at all. But there are some really cool things that you can do to kind of put things, in your favor. A couple of things, housekeeping issues. First of all, I want to say I got a great question here. I was going through some questions and stuff on the channel, and somebody asked a question about what's that little red ball you're putting on with your shiner rig. Guys, I've gone over my shiner rig many times, but I realize I get more and more people coming in and looking and stuff like that. And when I rig a shiner, I have two things on the hook. One is a keeper that keeps the shiner from sliding all the way down on the hook. I've got a little plastic deal that I put on there, and it works really good. It keeps the shiner from overextending. If the shiner gets too too far up the hook will turn and hit the shiner in the back of the head, and you won't catch anything. So you have that portion. You put the shiner on through the chin and then through the nostril. You do as little physical damage as possible because it's really important to try. Shiners are not particularly hardy, and you got to do whatever you can to keep them alive as long as you can. So you go through the nostril. The problem with that is, however, is they jostle around and they try to get free. Sometimes that hole around their nostril works out, and they wind up coming right off the hook, and you wind up fishing without a shiner on your rig. So what I've done is I take a piece of soft plastic, spent worms, whether it's a swim worm or usually worms of some sort. I cut them into little chunks, little tiny pieces, and I put that over the hook after I've put the shiner on, and it just keeps the shiner on the rig. So that's what that is, and that's what it's for. I had one guy one time, a long time ago, swear up and down that that's why he wasn't hooking fish. But his wife hooked everyone she set on, so it was kind of a fun day. But having said that, I thought I'd hit that real quick. The other thing too is I got a call from Charlie Dennison, and Charlie, I want to say Charlie's from South Carolina, but he fished with me back, it was right about the time that the Coastie event was going on. We had that super, super cold weather, and we had fished a day, and we had caught 31 fish together, and I was just looking back at the video, and but Charlie called me today, and he's actually setting up another trip, but he had told me some things that I had kind of gotten lost. The second day he went out, they fished with me one day, and the next day they went out, and they went up into Harney Pond, and he kind of applied some of the rules and some of the ideas about what I was doing when I set up with them, and they wound up catching an 8 and a 9 on shiners. And what he said was, and this is what we talked about. This is why the reason I'm bringing it up is, you guys listen. Shiner fishing is like frog fishing, topwater fishing, or it's like Carolina rigging or flipping a jig. It's just another way to catch fish. Now, if you're a tournament angler, it doesn't do you any good to fish with artificials or with live bait because you can't do it in a tournament. But if you're a fisherman, there's nothing wrong with fishing with live bait once in a while. A lot of people say, oh, well, they write off big catches because you did it with shiners. I'm going to tell you something. There's an act to it. And if you don't think there is, you're wrong. Simple as that. So I want to encourage you guys, don't be afraid to shiner fish a little bit if you're just out fun fishing. Like I said, it's just another way to catch fish. We go out in the ocean and we use live bait almost exclusively. I mean, there's some artificial bait stuff you do in backwater areas and fishing for snook and redfish and trout and some other types of bonefish and other things. But when you get out there and you're hunting those pelagics, I mean, it's primarily live bait. Even when you're trolling live bait behind teaser rigs and things like that. So just keep in mind, don't be so staunch about that kind of thing. I just want to encourage you to think in those terms. All right. It is the night before Perrick, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring. Well, my wife's up. How's it going, babe? Fishing with Perrick in the morning. AP Basson is in the hizzle. He's on an airplane. He and Rob from Lunkers TV are on their way down. Rob's fishing with Scott tomorrow and Joey Berg, and Perrick and I are going to fish together, and then we're going to be fishing for the next 3 days together. So I'm really excited. Going to fish just strictly artificials, I'm sure, And although we might go, but anyway. So looking forward to that, guys. I'm gonna shoot all kinds of content tomorrow. I'm actually gonna put up a video. Sometimes I let them that just
That was
happened.
bad.
That just happened. Can you fix me there, please? Can you fix me there? Yeah, thank you.
Oops.
Are you done? I don't even know. It doesn't look straight to me, but I don't. It doesn't matter at this point. Bottom line is, you're still recording, right?
It's still.
Indeed. Bottom line is, I'm out with Peric tomorrow, and I can't wait to do that. Just checking in with you guys, letting you know thanks for watching. Wanted to get this out to you tonight and let you know what's going on. Captain Dave Schneider. I've still got lots of work to do, but I'll see you guys tomorrow. You're so funny.
That was code to get you to stop.
Yeah, go ahead.